Once upon a time, in a faraway land called England, there was a young lady named Elizabeth Bennet. She lived with her parents and 4 sisters in a small village called Longbourn. Elizabeth was very clever, kind-hearted, and had a great sense of humor. One day, a rich and handsome man named Mr. Bingley moved into the neighboring estate of Netherfield with his sisters and friend, Mr. Darcy. They were both very wealthy and eligible bachelors, causing much excitement in the town. At a ball held by Mr. Bingley, Elizabeth met Mr. Darcy for the first time. She found him to be very proud and arrogant, and he seemed to have a low opinion of her family and friends. Elizabeth was not impressed, and thought that he was the last man she would ever want to marry. However, as time went on, Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy kept crossing paths and getting to know each other better. Elizabeth discovered that Mr. Darcy was not as bad as she had initially thought, and he started to see her in a different light as well. They both began to realize that there might be something more between them than just animosity. Unfortunately, their road to love was not easy. Elizabeth's mother had her sights set on marrying her daughters off to wealthy men, and she was not pleased with Elizabeth's interest in Mr. Darcy. Mr. Darcy's aunt, Lady Catherine de Bourgh, also disapproved of their relationship and tried to keep them apart. Despite the obstacles, Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy's feelings for each other continued to grow stronger. They both realized that they could not imagine being with anyone else and decided to get married. In the end, Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy's love conquered all. They proved that even though they came from different backgrounds and had different personalities, they were meant to be together. And they lived happily ever after,